Thank you. You're too kind. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Charles Dickens, renowned author, writer extraordinaire, and of course your humble servant. As we begin today's reading of A Christmas Carol, Marley was dead to begin with. There was no doubt of that.
On this bitterly cold day, there was one man who did not wish anyone a Merry Christmas.
Bah humbug! To the out of you! Bah!
Ebenezer Scrooge was sitting in his counting house.
He loved to sit and figure and count how much money he had because Scrooge loved his money.
Poor Bob Cratchit. He only had one piece of coal and the light of one candle to keep him warm.
Mrs. Scrooge? Dare you speak to me when you should be walking?
I'm sorry, Mr. Scrooge. It's just that I was wondering if I might...
So you want Christmas Day off again this year, do you?
It would be ever so nice of you to grant it to me.
Very well. I'll think about it. Now back to work.
Suddenly there was a cheerful voice.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge!
Bah humbug!
What do you have to be cross about?
This Christmas that you love so much is robbing me blind.
But, Uncle, surely you're rich enough.
I lose money every Christmas. Just ask him, Cratchit over there. He's planning to steal a day's wage for this Christmas foolery.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Cratchit. Merry Christmas to you. Now, I come to ask you to Christmas dinner, Uncle.
I'll be too busy doing his job and mine too.
Well, if you change your mind...
I won't. Good day to you.
Say Merry Christmas to your family for me, Mr. Cratchit.
You're very kind, sir. If you please, sir, it's my quitting time, sir.
And you leave right at the minute?
I'll come early the morning after, sir.
See that you do.
It was a cold night, and the fog and frost hung about Scrooge's old house like a mournful ghost as he made his way to the front door.
Old Scrooge once had a partner named Jacob Marley.
But Marley had been dead for 7 years.
Scrooge didn't miss Marley or even think about him, but for some reason, this night,
Scrooge looked at his door knocker and saw Marley's face.
Marley? It's nothing. Bah humbug!
Now there was a portrait of Jacob Marley that hung in Scrooge's bedroom.
Now there was a man who knew how to keep Christmas. What was it you used to say, Jacob? Christmas is a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every year. How true, how true.
maybe the door knocker didn't frighten him?
Humbug!
Maybe the darkness didn't spook him?
Bah!
Maybe the shadows didn't scare him.
Ha!
But he double locked the door just the same.
Ebenezer Scrooge! That is my name. I admit it. Who calls me?
It is I.
Ah! What do you want from me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In my life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
It can't be true.
You don't believe in me.
Not at all. You're nothing but a stomach cramp, a bit of undigested beef.
Ah!
Oh, ghostly apparition, why do you trouble me?
In life, I showed no kindness. I offered no happiness. Now I am doomed to wander the earth and see what I cannot share, but might have shared on earth. I am bound in my chains of my own making.
Your own making?
My chains were made of cash boxes, keys, ledgers, padlocks, and the things I worshipped in life.
You are a good man of business.
Business? Mankind was my business. Charity, mercy, kindness were all my business. My time is nearly gone. You have a chance to escape my fate, Ebenezer.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear it.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits. Expect the first when the bell tolls 1. Look to see me no more. Remember what has passed between us.
Humbug!
The clock in the old bell tower chimed 1.
1. Ah, who are you?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
Why have you come?
I've come for your welfare.
Oh well, how nice of you, but actually, I think I'd rather sit here in bed.
Rise and walk with me.
Scrooge saw that they stood upon a country road.
Do you recognize it?
Recognize it? I was a boy here.
Oh. The schoolhouse is deserted, yet there is one boy there all alone. Do you recognize him?
It's me, all alone on Christmas, year after year.
But there was one time.
Yes, there was one time.
Ebenezer!
Franny, is it really you?
Yes, it's me, you silly. Father is so much nicer these days, and he sent me to get you and bring you home for Christmas.
I can hardly believe it. Look at you, Fran. Look how much you have grown.
She had such a good heart.
She died young, didn't she, Scrooge?
Yes.
But she had one child, a son.
My nephew.
Soon they came to a city, and the spirit of Christmas past came to a warehouse door.
Do you know the place?
Know it? I was apprenticed here.
Yo-ho there, boys. It's Christmas. Come at last.
It's old Fezziwig. I worked for him, but he felt like a father to me.
Ebenezer, out from behind those desks. Push everything to the walls. Boys, it's time for Christmas.
And so it was. Everyone forgot their work and had the jolliest time you ever saw.
Yo-ho, boys. Nothing like Christmas is there. Nothing like it at all.
All that food and merriment. It must have cost Master Fezziwig a pretty penny.
So what? The happiness he gave me was priceless.
Walk with me, Scrooge. There's still another Christmas to visit.
They walked until they came to a garden bench.
But, Belle, I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
We met when we were both young and poor, Ebenezer. We were alike then, but you have changed.
How have I changed?
You don't love me anymore.
But I do, very much.
No, Ebenezer, I can't see it. I can see it plainly. You love your money most of all.
Is it so bad to make profit? To improve one's standing?
But it's all you really care about. I must return this to you.
No, Belle, no.
Goodbye, Ebenezer. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
No more. I don't want to see any more.
I told you these are the things that have been. They are what they are.
I can't bear it. Take me back.
Goodbye, Mr. Scrooge. I shall not come again.
Once again, the clock in the old bell tower chimed 1.
1, nothing.
Scrooge, enter. I'm the ghost of Christmas present. It was Scrooge's own room. There was no mistaking that. But it was hung with a beautiful green ivy and leaves.
A mighty fire rose from the chimney.
And there was such a feast for the eyes and belly.
And there were fat turkeys and juicy geese.
Roasted beef and pepper sausages. Mince pies and apple pies and great ice cakes.
Figgy puddings.
Cherry-cheeked apples and luscious pears.
Come
Come in, and know me better, Scrooge. You've never seen anything like me before, have you?
No.
Touch my robe.
Suddenly, everything vanished.
What am I?
The spirit of Christmas present took Scrooge straight to the home of Bob Cratchit.
First came Miss Cratchit. Thought her dress had been seen many years. She disguised its age with many brave ribbons. What can be keeping your father, children? He went to church with Tiny Tim. They should have been home half an hour ago. There he is, Mother. Just in time. We have a mighty goose to eat.
Alas, for Tiny Tim, he used a little crutch.
Bob! Father! Now come here, the both of you. Warm yourselves by the fire. And how did our golden boy behave?
He told me coming home that he hoped everyone saw him in church, because it might be pleasant for him to remember who made lame beggars walk and blind me seen.
When do we eat, Mother? And when can we start with the pudding?
Tiny Tim, you know very well the pudding comes after. Martha, Peter, set the table.
Ooh.
Why, it's as big as a bread basket. It's as big as a house.
It's as big as me. Why, it's quite a small bird.
It's all Bob Cratchit can afford.
Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us.
God bless us, everyone. Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see an empty place at the table. Time will tell if nothing changes in the future.
So can it be fixed? We can change the future.
Shh! Another toast.
A toast to Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Founder of the feast, indeed. How can you toast to such a stingy, odious, hard, unfeeling man?
My dear, it's Christmas Day.
I'll toast to Mr. Scrooge because it's Christmas. I'm sure he and his money are having quite the holiday.
Take me away, Spirit.
Will you turn your back again, Scrooge? Will you ever look and see what is before you?
I see poor Tiny Tim.
Look around you, Scrooge. Tiny Tim is one of many.
But there are no charities, no foundations.
No prisons, no workhouses, no orphanages.
Please, please.
For the final time, the clock struck 1.
1.
The phantom slowly, gravely, silently approached.
Ghosts of the future, I fear you more than any I've seen. Yes, Spirit of the future, I will follow.
Scrooge was led to a street corner he knew very well.
I know these men. They are businessmen like me.
What ho, did you hear the news?
Indeed, it seems the old codger died in his sleep.
What's he done with all his money?
You know what a miser he was.
They say you can't take it with you, but knowing him...
He probably figured out a way.
Spirit, who do they speak of?
Well, all right then. What do you got there?
Open up the bundle, Joe, and let me know the value of it.
Some silver teaspoons, a pair of boots, a couple shilling.
Dig deeper, old Joe.
Bed curtains. Ain't he still in bed?
That might but he won't miss them. See where else have a look.
His blankets.
Still warm, ain't they?
You got a heart as cold as his.
And what of it? If he wanted love and kindness, he couldn't give some himself in his better days.
Whose spirit? Who died? Who do they speak of?
Oh, Bob.
Now, my dear, don't be grieved. I visited him just now, and it would cheer your heart to see a place so green.
Oh, my little child, my little child.
Why, it's Bob Cratchit and his wife. What are they going on about?
I came upon Scrooge's nephew in the street just now. He said he was ever so sorry, and if there was anything he could do.
Oh, no.
Scrooge and the spirit walked until they came upon a churchyard. The spirit stood among the graves and pointed down.
Before I look at the name on that stone, tell me, are these the shadows of things that will be or might be? Can I change them?
Still, the spirit pointed at the name chiseled there.
It says, Ebenezer Scrooge!
As the words fell from his lips, the ghost of the future began to fade away.
Oh no, don't go. Hear me. I'm not the man I was. I will honor Christmas in my heart. I will live in the past, present, and future. Oh, hear me, spirits. I will change.
The next morning found Mr. Scrooge sound asleep in his own bed.
I'm alive. I'm not dead. No, I'm alive.
The old man began to dance around the room.
Oh, spirits, you've saved me. I have time to be a good fellow man.
He ran to the window and began calling to the world.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
One boy was walking along.
Hello, you there, boy. My boy, can you tell me what day it is?
Today? Why, it's Christmas Day!
It's Christmas Day and I haven't missed it. Hello, you boy.
May?
Yes, you mind fellow. Do you know if they've sold the prize turkey at the grocer in the next street?
What? The one as big as May?
Intelligent boy, remarkable boy. Yes.
It's hanging down there now.
Then go there and buy it.
You're fooling me.
No, I'm completely serious. Go and buy it and tell me there to bring it here. Here, pay them with this. Come back in less than 5 minutes and I'll give you half a crown.
Oh, boy!
I'll send it to Bob Cratchit. It will be twice as big as Tiny Tim. He won't know who sent it.
He walked through the streets and greeted everyone, young and old, rich and poor, very same way.
At last he came to the house of Bob Cratchit. Whoever can that be?
I don't know, dear. Mr. Scrooge?
I see you are making a merry just because of Christmas Day. I came to tell you that I will not stand for this any longer, and therefore, I'm giving you a raise.
Oh my, thank you, sir.
Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge, what a nice surprise.
Yes, it is quite a surprise. But here I am, flesh and blood, heart and soul, just like you, Tiny Tim, just like you.
God bless us, everyone.
God bless us,